Hi guys, I'm DM Dunn, and this is going to be Session 2 of Bloodlines and Power, our home game. We're going to start off by letting the players introduce themselves and their characters, and then we'll get started.
I'm Arcturus, the human druid, level 2.
I am Damien, the elf bard, level 2.
I am Lux Arminger, half-elf cleric.
Rowena, human dragon rider, level 2.
I'm Wilbin Inaba, level 2 paladin.
Hey, what's your name? Do you know
What's
who you
your
are?
name?
Will Inaba, sorry.
Do you know who you are?
Will! It's Will. Just call me Will.
Who are you?
I'm Will.
Alright, so
Say my name!
we're not going to do the full recap because we've already done that as the players as we were getting our equipment set up, but we will just do just a quick little where we are starting off at. So we are in Baldur's Gate. They made it back safe and sound from Session 1. And Arcturus stayed up all night learning how to become a level 2, which means he did not get a long rest. And Will went to bed with 2 levels of exhaustion. He did get a long rest, but he's waking up with 1 level of exhaustion. Rowena, Lux, and Damien were nice and cozy in the Annoyed Pearl, waking up, not exhausted, fully rested, long
All next
rest,
to each other, you know.
level 2, cuddled up.
Trauma free.
That's right.
Cuddled up and happy, I guess. And that's where we're going to start. So, Will, as you are bluntly kicked out of bed, all of a sudden, you realize that it is your superior officer standing there. And he yells at you to get up, get at attention, and you are taken directly to the brig. And you are put into a jail cell, and you are told that you will remain there until he thinks that you should come out. Question?
Point of order, isn't it a senior officer? Because there is no such thing as a superior officer.
That, absolutely, sure.
Just saying.
So should we break him out,
Saying.
guys?
Oh god.
So somebody that is allowed to yell at you kicks you out of bed
Yes.
and
Some dude.
and takes you in there. Arcturus, the sun is arising, and you are finished up at the house that you're at. What do you want to do? You're gonna try to stay there? You're gonna try to leave and go somewhere else?
I'll bid Hazel, Professor Frostbane, farewell.
Hazel, first name.
Hazel.
I think
Oh,
we're on a first name basis.
first name.
And,
Roll an insight check. Let's find out.
Hazel, sitting in a tree.
20.
A 20. You are very certain that maybe a first name basis, but it's still just platonic. It's not romantic.
Every time.
So you're going to bid her adieu and
head to the Annoyed Pearl Tavern.
head to the Annoyed Pearl. Got it. And then our other 3, I'm assuming you guys let me know if I'm wrong. Just going to get up and go downstairs for breakfast or anything different?
Where's the bacon?
Bacon! I need plates of
Quick
bacon!
breakfast, and I immediately start playing.
And nut pancakes.
And nut pancakes. So yes, as you are paying for your room
plugs.
by playing for the tavern, yes. Quick, about halfway through your eating, you're kind of getting the look of like, you gonna go work now? It's kind of like make a sandwich out of it. You're burning daylight. Come on, man.
He does just that.
Um,
One-handed, eating with the other.
Very talented. So go ahead and roll a performance check.
He's trying his best.
Let's see with that. He's got bacon in one hand and what, a lie in the other?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that not too
Bacon
hot
is
and
very
bright?
portable.
Ooh.
And it's delicious. You should get an advantage.
Might as well have.
Will. Haha. Will have. Will's in jail.
Will.
24.
24. Guys, you guys are seeing something fucking amazing.
Juggling.
You see
He's
Damien
tossing the bacon up in the air, playing.
exactly
One hand.
tossing
Playing.
the bacon,
Yep, exactly.
catching it, playing with one hand, and like using her chin for like the this hand. Her chin's going. And it's beautiful. Not missing a note. It's very impressive. If you were going to tip, this would be a performance to tip on.
Nice.
And as you guys are watching this, you guys notice Arcturus stepping through the doors with bags under his eyes, dragging his feet as he walks in.
Smile on his face, though.
Oh.
So I see you delivered the package.
Successful evening.
Yeah, you could say that.
Do tell.
He
Tell us
stops
on the
for a moment and
package.
just claps.
Roll deception.
Uh, 15.
15. And Damien, roll a perception.
Insight or perception?
I'm going to do perception.
18. I forget what he got.
What'd you get?
15.
15. You realize that maybe he quite didn't get a little count action, but he seems to be happy nonetheless.
Well, first I gave her my package. She took the wrappings off and she seemed pleased with it. It was rather large and hefty to carry around. She showed me how to do something that I've never done before. It was really strange. I haven't been this tired in ages. It's really... I think I earned some extra credit with Professor Frostbite, is my point.
Okay, I need both of you to make perception checks as well.
6.
Lux, you think that this is the... Like, he just came out of, like, Penthouse Forum, and this shit's real. Like, he, like, really had... Yeah, what you wish you could have had.
9. I'm convinced.
And both of you guys are. And Damien's up there eating food, playing perfectly, and figuring out lies all at the same
This
time.
means that the rolls are going to screw me at the worst moment, though.
Yes.
That's the good
Yes,
part
it
of
does.
this. It really does.
Getting our bad rolls out early.
So Damien, you're the only one that realizes that his very carefully chosen words are a bit misleading. Whereas the other two jump right into it like, oh my gosh, hook, line, sinker, they're into it. They're like, wow, that was great.
What a story. Proud of you. Just kind of slaps him on the shoulder.
I'm proud of me too.
Proud of me too. All right. So Will, you were tossed into into the jail cells, and anything
Got a
specific?
lot to learn about being a soldier, I guess.
Anything specific you want to do while you're in there, or say as the gates are closed behind you and locked?
Start singing "Nobody Knows the Troubles I've Seen."
Send a message for help.
I'm gonna start introspectively looking at my actions, and I mean, basically, you know, is this the life that I really want? I'm gonna sort of have that internal conversation. Is this the life that I really want? You know, I know I want to do good. I want to be part of an honorable society here. But that was my dad, and just because I made one little mistake, I couldn't understand that going and coming equal 2 days rather than one. That was, you know, stupid.
If you want to go
I'm not
home
gonna be
and
I'm not gonna be blaming the organization. I'm gonna be introspectively blaming myself.
Perfect.
Are you sure you don't want to go home and rethink your life?
That's what we're.
So the rest
We're
of you
thinking.
guys that are at the Annoyed Pearl, is there anything specific you guys want to accomplish before midday?
Yeah, if these guys are just eating, I'm going to eventually come up to Rowena.
Okay, so you'll be able to take a break at some point. You can go walk up to Rowena.
Can I take like a short rest while eating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes you can.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll your hit dice if you need to.
Now, because I leveled up without the long rest, do I have 1 or 2 hit die?
I'll go ahead and give you both of them.
Okay, cool. I'll spend both.
Well, you might roll a max first one, so
6 plus 2 is 8.
You can just go ahead and roll it yourself. And
Yeah.
Damien?
Oh, I was going to use the room, but... I see you are missing a scaled friend. Is he back at the stables?
Yes, I hate that. I feel that's so speciesist, not allowing my dragon to be with me at all times. It just
Well,
doesn't seem fair.
I've never seen one in the city before.
I'm a little awestruck by Damien. He seems the most worldly person that I've ever met in my life. And juggling bacon, that's just an amazing skill. I'm so impressed.
He also seems very kind of interested, more just like, oh my god, you have a dragon, but... he's gonna
So both of you roll persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
With
that would be
advantage?
it. Oh, with advantage, thank you, sorry. Hold on.
13 and 11.
So 13?
13.
Okay. So,
17.
It's 17. So, Rowena, and 17. Okay. So, Rowena, as you're watching Damien, absolutely, you are enamored. And this is coming from where you're coming from, having been in your small village your whole life up until now, and this being like your first adventure, and really like, I mean, just traveling down the river to Baldur's Gate was kind of like, but you've had a day of adventure, a day of travel back, and seeing Damien right now and this worldly, you are very impressed with that 17. And then with her dragon as a 13, you're impressed. Like, wow, even if it was just her having a pet dragon.
Oh, he also thinks she's neat. Very, very much, but...
Yeah. So you guys are both impressed with each other. Very muchly so.
Mutual admiration.
Do you want to go see my dragon?
Absolutely. And how exactly do you have a dragon to start with?
It's funny. As I was growing up in my small keep, everybody had a dragon. We were kind of devoted. Yeah, that's.
Where
what we
on
do.
earth did you grow up?
You get a dragon.
The interesting thing is I've never been out of that small keep until last week. So this is my first trip out.
Well, to us in this packed city, it sounds like magical to be coexisting with the dragons. I think everyone here either fears or hates them, so...
Or is allergic to
Wonderful.
them.
That too.
They're like a best friend wrapped up with, I don't know.
So
best pet ever.
as Rowena and Damien are going to take leave from the Annoyed Pearl to go to the go to the outer city, outside of the city walls, to look at Rowena's pet dragon named
I know it, Belladonna.
Thank you.
Belladonna. Arcturus, you've completed your short rest, and Lux, what would you guys like to do?
I think I'll follow them.
Okay.
I'm all for seeing a dragon up close and personal.
Even though, guys, it was your partner for the last 2 days. Sure. Okay. So you guys all make your way out of town, outside the walls, and you guys are out there, checking it out, playing with dragon, hanging out in the call it the barn, in the enclosure. Sure. Whatever.
Stable?
Stable. Yeah, that's better. I like that one better. The stable. And then around midday, Will, you hear a voice, but you don't see anybody stand. Your walls come out,
Uh-oh.
and then there are the bars.
Yep.
And you hear walls. You hear a voice coming from like right around the corner, like literally right there. You just can't physically see who is talking. And as you look at the floor, you can see a shadow because there is a light behind this individual. And from the shadow, you see a very familiar helmet on the floor.
Familiar helmet.
An unmistakable helmet silhouette on the floor on this figure.
Okay. It's something I've seen before.
It is something that you've seen before, and you
Recently?
You understand this to be one of the Knights of the Draconic Sun. Just from the silhouette of the helmet alone. However, you probably don't know that they want you to recognize that that's who they are because they haven't stepped out into your sight yet. And you hear, "City Guard, on your feet."
Yes, sir. Who are you, sir? Where are you?
I am in the hall. Why are you in here?
I made a mistake. Didn't think it was a big mistake, but and I'll explain. I'll explain how we got here.
Was this mistake because you were helping others or helping yourself?
I was helping others, of course. That's why I've joined the guard. And along the way, I met somebody very special to me, but that wasn't the reason for me to be thrown in the ring. unintentionally did not perform my duty.
You understand that following the law and doing your duty is the utmost importance of all things, yes?
Of course, yes.
Having learned from this adventure, would you make the same mistake again?
With an intelligence of 9, but a wisdom of 12. Wisdom of.
You might be clever enough to avoid it.
I will always do my best. I will always try to do my best. And I've definitely learned my lesson.
What is your purpose in life?
Oh dear.
A heavy one for
To
before
seek the
noon.
Holy Grail.
I seek to do what is right and just. I want to help people and make the world a better place. That is what I want in life. Protecting the weak, making sure people are not exploiting others, and doing what I can for others, the people less fortunate than myself.
And you see the individual step from around the corner into your vision.
Mhm.
And you see the full regalia that he's wearing. You see the dragon insignia on his shield that he carries. You see the ornate helmets with like the wings that stick out, which is what created the shadow.
Mhm.
And he asks, and what of the laws? The laws that the dragon has stated. Do you enforce them as well?
Out of game for a second, so
Pause the game, yo!
pause the game, man. Pause, Mom. So if I go down this route, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back, and I think there might be some challenges with that. But what I can do, haven't chosen my oath yet, but let's be clear. As long as I believe that the dragons are doing
Wait,
what is
back
right.
in game now?
No, good. Now I'm going back in game.
Okay.
Back in game. See what he says.
And the laws of the dragon.
The laws of the dragon, they are the laws of the land. It is my job to enforce them. And as long as we all, as we believe that the laws of the land and the laws of the dragons are just and fair and keep everyone in order, then those are the laws that I will protect.
I understand you spend time because you are at the potential of being promoted. You've spent some time with the Flaming Fist.
I have.
As you have done your dues for this past potential year, and you have choices.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably go to the Fist. You could probably stay within the City Watch. Or you have the potential of joining the elite. As he looks down at his crest. And he takes his shield and kind of bangs it on the floor.
Now, so do I know? I know that he's.
Oh, you know, for sure. 100% you know who he is. Or who he represents.
And then I will ask him, Sir Knight, are you a Knight of the Order of the Draconic Sun?
Maybe you are not ready then. Does my appearance not make that clear?
Intelligence
course,
of 9
of course.
kicks in.
He said you don't know if he wanted to be recognized as such, though. So now I'm going to say, hey, like you're.
He went from being
walked in
from
front of
hiding
you.
around the corner to standing in front of you.
Okay, got it.
He missed that.
I missed that. Sorry. Hard to do two things at once. So
Okay.
yes, I will say.
So you missed that. So yes, he is standing in front of you.
Oh, good. So I'm like, yes, Sir Knight. That is. What was the question? Sorry. Come on, man. It's been a long day. What am I supposed to do?
I love section 2.
I don't even remember the question.
Are you ready
It was
to be
Come on.
the Order of the Night of the...
Am I ready to be
No.
the Order of the Night of the?
No.
He
No.
didn't ask that.
He said he said that you have the potential. Oh no, it wasn't a question. It was a statement. You have
A choice to make.
You have a choice to make. You have the potential of becoming a Fist. You could stay with the city guard, or there's a potential of becoming one of us. And he pounds his chest, and he
Yep.
drops his shield onto the floor.
Sir Knight, what does that entail? Sir Knight, I do not believe that the Flaming Fist is for me. Flaming Fist is the rules. They play too loose and fast with the rules. Although they keep order, it is not the order that I would be looking for.
That is good to know.
The City Watch are my brothers and sisters. I've been with them for more than a year, and I've come to Baldur's Gate to join the City Watch. They are, up until now, my life. So I do not shirk that responsibility lightly. However, I believe that Helm has spoken to me, and he expects more from me. And I can do much more in this world, and I would love to join or be a part of something beyond myself, including this your elite order. However, Sir Knight, what are the requirements of your order?
First thing is, you must be true of heart and always enforce the law, which your words say that is what you are and what you would do. Second, you need to be at a level of experience that is suitable. If this is a path that you might potentially choose, you need to gain some experience beyond the walls of Baldur's Gate. If you're willing to accept, I have a challenge for you.
What is this challenge tonight?
Down in the lower city, there is a merchant. She runs a magic shop. She is in need of some materials. It's not exactly an easy thing to get them. Should you, and I guess any team that you can trust, go and retrieve some of these fruits that she is in need of, that'll be the first step to see if you are capable of achieving knighthood.
So it'll be sort of mental note, like, okay, fruits, got it. Lower city, okay, got it.
Is this a challenge that you'd be willing to accept?
And then, yes, sir.
You see him just turn and he looks down the hallway. He gives a head nod. And then you see one of the gate guards come scrambling over with the keys, and he unlocks the thing, and he's like, kind of bows, and he backs up away from the knight, and he walks down, disappears down the hallway.
Okay.
The knight reaches out, and he opens the gate. He's like, go to the lower city and speak with. Because I didn't have what I memorized. Hold on. Notes.
Notes. Who needs no stinking notes? I don't need no stinking notes.
Speak with Bray.
Bray.
How do you spell that?
B-R-E-Y.
Bray. As in the donkey.
Or it's in gray, but it's in gray.
I would recommend it.
You don't
That would not be a nightly action to call me that.
So this Bray is in the lower city?
She runs the magic shop down there. Shouldn't be hard to find. She will give you the details. And once you return, don't worry. I will be aware of it.
And Sir Knight, I don't know your name. What is your name?
And as it should be. And he turns and he walks away.
Okay then. No, do I have my stuff, or I mean, I was in the brig, so I'm assuming.
You can go the way you came in, which is where the guy with the keys came from, and your stuff will be set off there.
Okay.
However, the knight is going the opposite direction, and you're familiar with these barracks, and you're not quite sure where he's going.
Okay.
Give me a perception with disadvantage, because he's turned a corner and he's out of sight. So
Perception with disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah, that's 12.
A 12.
Yep.
Now give me an insight. A regular.
In regular insight. 21.
You know that that's a dead end down that way. You don't know why he's going towards a dead end.
No, I go, Sir Knight, I think you're going the wrong way. I'll run after.
He's already made a turn
So-
down a different hallway.
I'm like, oh, and then I'll sort of go after him.
And as you
He's
go,
gone.
as you go after there, and you turn the corner, you don't see him. And there's just like cells and then like a dead end wall, and he's
Sir,
not.
and I'll like as I turn the corner, Sir Knight. Eh?
He's not there.
Okay.
So you go in to get your stuff. Are you going to do anything, or are you going to go to the lower city? What do you want? What are your plans?
My plans are to go to Lower City and talk to Bray.
Okay. So the rest of you guys are out at the stables.
He just hid in a cell to make it look cool
Yeah.
before walking back out.
He just what?
He just hid in it. Sorry, it was
Oh,
a dumb
oh.
thought. But he just walked back or he pops into a cell and turns
Yeah,
around.
you didn't look. You didn't look.
That
at
looked
the cells.
awesome.
Later on, you're gonna have to go back
Yeah.
there and
Yeah.
investigate for secret
His stealth
doors.
roll was a nat 20. He's on the
Was it
ceiling.
really?
He's hiding in,
In the hallway.
plain sight.
He's right above me. Did you really roll a nat 20?
Yeah.
So wouldn't have mattered.
And so the rest of you guys are out in the outer city in the stables. Thanks, Lux. Playing with Rowena's dragon. Anything specific that you guys want to do now? Yeah, Arcturus is getting a little allergy sneezing with it.
I'm worried for it. Is it just any animal?
I mean, does it
We'll have to
play
see
as
whenever I
in
find
like
it.
a?
Has it been every time
How
so
does it
far?
play?
It has.
Is it just like a
I think you
normal
can make an
dog-like
educated guess.
behavior, or
Ask Rowena. It's her
how
dragon.
does your dragon play?
It's like a big Labrador puppy.
Well, I
Doesn't
think
speak well of the
smart.
dragons in general.
It's
Ooh.
smart.
The big ones who were taking over the city.
Hey, it's still a
We
baby
play
dragon.
chess, really.
It's still a baby dragon.
What?
It's very intelligent.
Can play
A
chess.
10, smarter than this.
So
guy.
let me
Oh,
guys, let me explain something too in this world. So not all dragons, even with higher intelligence and wisdoms, are not able to speak. They're not all of a mindset of like a humanoid. There are different levels of dragons. So there are some that are going to be like animals and like beasts of burden and still smart, kind of like, dolphins or whatever. So the dragon companion that you have is not like a being that would like be one of these alphas that is ruling a territory. It's going to be more of like an animal version. But there are like interactive, talking, intelligent, human planning
like a
mentality
normal
type
person
of
and not like a world
dragons.
ruler.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So your companion is not one of those like super intelligent dragons. It's more of like a pet.
Like us.
Yeah.
Like a pet? Or
Like a really
An
smart
advanced
pet, like
pet.
a dragon.
Like a super
Not
advanced
like a
pet.
dragon, yeah. Like a dolphin.
It's a dragon, but it's not like going to plot to rule the world or stuff like that. It's
right
not going
now-
to read books.
Right now he's kind of...
Now you
she's
said it was
still
a she. Is it a
baby.
he or she? You keep going back and forth with it.
Dragons like feel male to me for some reason, but this is she. So she's still a baby.
Mhm.
So smart, but maybe 2 years old in intelligence. So I take care of her. And I play with her like you would play with, a child.
Is she always this kind and docile?
She is always this kind and docile to my friends, to people that I like.
Yeah, she's not
That's
gonna
a-
like breathe on us or.
It's a
Did you
wonderful
ever accidentally
undercover
sneeze
threat.
or anything? Anything to watch for? I mean,
I think she has full,
gets the
she has
sniffles like first, and suddenly somebody's
She-
toasted.
She knows that I'm fragile, and that extends to all humans. So.
And all of the dragons where you come from, are they like this?
Are they all the same?
As they get older, they become more, I guess, articulate, able to talk with us. But they always are partnered. Like we're bonded.
And they always
Refresh
care.
me. What kind is yours? Onyx.
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
So acid.
Every time I hear Onyx, I'm thinking of like the rap band.
The rap band. Exactly what I was thinking.
So yeah.
And they always care. They always know their owners are fragile or companions don't know. And he looks at the dragon like he might have offended her.
I only know the dragons that I grew up with, but yes, and they always their first loyalty is to the person that they're bonded with, and same for us. My first loyalty is to my dragon.
And her name. Has she already told us? Have you already
Belladonna.
told us her name?
Yeah.
No, in canon. Do dark hair,
Apparently, since you've already heard it and you
Cool.
repeated it. Yeah, I think the first day when you guys were traveling down to Camel Creek, I think she mentioned it, even though I don't have her.
That's pretty much my favorite topic of conversation, really.
So were they only onyx dragons where you lived, or
Obsidian.
obsidian? Excuse
No,
me.
there's no onyx dragons where she lives. It's only obsidian.
Obsidians.
You should make one, homebrew it.
Different kinds.
Sledge!
That's its growl.
Just curious.
Like 80s beatbox.
Do I feel
Dragon
uncomfortable at his level of interest?
I'm sorry, is what?
You grew up with dragons everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it like puppies at the pound? They have all sorts of types there. I was just curious. Just one, or you had all types there?
No,
Do I feel uncomfortable with his level of interest in my dragon?
I've never seen dragons before, so.
We're also both amazed. We're both looking at you like.
I mean, most people, you're finding out that most people haven't seen dragons that were like companions or pets.
Or haven't seen them at all.
The only dragons that most people are aware of and haven't seen probably in any of your lifetimes right now are the ruling alpha dragons from the battles of claim that are now getting the monthly tributes paid to them. And everybody knows that you're putting the money in and nobody questions it. But to have one that is docile and like tame and small.
What is the difference between... So once I die, my dragon continues. I mean, the lifespan of dragons is much longer than humans.
Yes. So
A little more in you.
as I kind of gave you the information with the dragon rider, how it works is a dragon rider and a dragon, once they bond together, the dragon's growth cycle slows down to the level of the humanoid. It's not always just humans. And they advance and they grow together. Okay? And that bond gets stronger as you level up and as your experiences together grow. And yes, when you die, whether it be battle or of old age, and your dragon is still alive, the dragon will not get a second dragon rider. It's one dragon rider for life.
But then it lives like another 1,000 years.
Maybe. If it doesn't get killed. Sure. So to answer your question of, are you feeling uncomfortable with him, I would say probably not, because everybody's asking questions.
Okay.
Because you got a cool ass dragon and nobody else does.
She is cool.
While they're kind of talking around with the dragon, could I be in the corner and casting Speak with Animals as a ritual?
Is that 10 minutes or?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So you cast it and they're having conversation, so now you have that cast.
Okay. I walk up to Belladonna and say, hello?
Oh, I'm playing Belladonna too. Hello. I've never spoken to another human. Can I speak to him?
I don't know, does the spell allow it? What's the spell?
Is it
say?
animals or
Ability to
beasts?
Comprehend and verbally communicate with... Oh, beasts for the duration?
I don't know. Speak with
Yeah.
animals. Does it also handle beasts?
Is he a beast?
It says with beasts for the duration.
Okay.
But does it say the beast can talk back? Or does it say you can communicate and talk with beasts?
Talk with them is one
The
thing.
knowledge
Comprehend
and
is the one where you can only understand them.
A dragon is considered a dragon. It's not a beast.
Well, these
It's
are
up to
kind
you.
of pet
Yeah.
dragons. It's not like a super...
Beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
Yeah, he could probably talk to them.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to rule with these dragons for the dragon riders. Yep.
I did search it and it says the knowledge and awareness is limited by their intelligence. Yeah, but yeah, he's right. Information about locations, monsters, what they perceive.
What I'm going to say, though, is because of the uniqueness of this setting and this world and this type of teamwork, that It would be very, very limited. Rowena has created a telepathic bond with this creature, and she can. But the spell would be very limited. It wouldn't be like the communication at the level that she has. You could get some basic stuff, but it would be very rudimentary. It wouldn't be like the level of conversation that she's able to, or communication that she's able to have with it. So you could say, and you asked about how are you today or something? Would you say? Would you ask her?
I said,
You just said hello.
Oh, hello.
yeah.
You see Belladonna look at you and kind of give a little bit of a bow.
So Belladonna is interested, but she's never talked in that way to another person. She lets Rowena know instantly, this person can talk to me. But very, very curious.
Danger, Will Robinson. Watch out for this one.
I asked Belladonna if she's treated okay.
Oh, yes. Sometimes I am tired of sleeping in these stables, so I would much rather go with Rowena.
You spent 2 nights in there.
It's kind of like, with nothing but horses
Their
for company.
characters never satisfied.
For goodness sakes.
Well,
I want to come into a tavern.
I don't think they're allowed in the city, but I don't know. I'll kind of relay this to. Well, do you know?
Yes,
Like, okay.
Absolutely. We're on the same page. We both want to leave our keep, not because we disliked anybody there, but just we want to see other stuff.
So that level of communication, you could be talking to Rowena, and she can kind of relate to you, but you wouldn't be able to get that kind of feedback from Belladonna directly. Belladonna, is that correct? Belladonna?
But
That's no
Hungry,
longer-
cold,
definitely-
thirsty, scared, angry, basic primal.
Okay,
stuff,
so
I guess.
Will, once you've left the gates of the upper city and you go down to the lower city, I mean, where are you going first? Are you just trying to...
So I've got all my stuff. I've still got a level of exhaustion. I got to go right to the magic shop, or
You're just going to go straight to the magic shop? You're not going to try to get your friends or ask
I
for
gotta-
directions or anything?
no. I want to go find out what this is all about and see if it's worth our while.
Okay, so during, prior to session 1, and then between session 0 and 1, you spent a day with the Flaming Fist in the lower city. You went around and you gathered the taxes. So you do know where the magic shop is.
Yep.
And you are able to enter the magic shop, and the scale is a little off, but that's what we're going to work with.
Okay.
So you want to put your mini over there. I'm sorry, I got all the cameras and everything ready, but I didn't get my mini out.
It's very pretty.
Did you have any dice? Is that what?
Very pretty.
So there's a tree inside the magic shop?
It is a magic shop.
Wow.
There's a magic shop.
And as you enter the magic shop, you see a tree that is growing
Where am I entering?
over here. Through the door. Put that there. Thank you.
All right.
As you enter, first thing that draws your attention is this towering tree that's inside the building with
The
these
tree in the building. Okay.
Yeah.
Very pretty one.
And some magical glows coming from here and there, and then from behind the counter you hear, "Oh, welcome to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
What can I get for you today?"
I'm here looking for. I was gonna say Butterbean. That's not it. For
Bray.
Bray. Looking for Bray. I've been sent. From a, and then I think about it. I don't remember the guy's name. By a friend. Are you Bray?
I am. And so somebody sent you here to pick something up?
And I'll look around and say, from the draconic the Knights of the Draconic Sun.
Are you trying to advance in anywhere?
Yes, I'm gonna walk up. Does it look intimidating, or just like a regular shop with a big ass tree in it?
It's a shop with a big ass tree in it.
Got it. Okay.
And a small
What
ass tree.
does Bray look like?
Bray Not quite like the mini. It's just a
It's
standard.
okay.
She's we call middle-aged, and in not middle-aged like she's like 60s middle-aged. No, she looks to be like maybe like mid-40s-ish, so she looks a little bit older.
Human?
Yeah, human. A little bit older for this kind of setting and day and age. She's got dark black hair with some kind of like auburn almost highlights that go through it as well. She's got kind of like dark clothes that cloak over. It's a long dress that goes all the way to the floor. You don't see shoes or feet. It goes all the way down, fully covered, belt, and then she has like another vest, kind of a jacket over the top of that as well. The hair pulled back into a ponytail to keep out of anything that she is working on.
Okay.
And on the counter, you see basically like her chemistry set, just to make it simplified for you. Cauldron, and she's like mixing and making potions. You see empty potion bottles and some that are full, and she's working and she's active. And there's shelves that have magic supplies and potions and all kinds of different things that are in there as well.
Okay. Okay. So I'll basically say, Bray, my name is Will, and I've been asked to. I've heard that you needed some help to get something, and I'll basically explain. This is the knight has told me to come and help somebody in need.
Fruits.
Are you the fruit that you need?
Oh, so you say the fruit?
Yeah, I say fruit.
Lux, give me a perception.
Is Lux there?
What?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Separate. Something
Okay, something separate.
Sorry.
It's okay.
23.
No. You don't. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And she says, after you say like help and retrieving and fruit, she goes, "Oh, you're going to go and get the fruits for me. Is that correct?"
Yes. Well, can you tell me a little bit more about it? I want to help. I want to help, and I think I'm super like eager, keen to help here. But I need to know a little bit more about what do you need?
Oh, absolutely. And she points to her tree there, and you see this like trunk, and it's kind of got some bare limbs, and then there's like spots of like purple on it. And then she says, "Oh well, the willow shade tree, and unfortunately mine is not blossoming right now, and I need to get some willow shade fruits so that I can make some willow shade oil."
Oh.
And
Willow shade. Okay.
yeah, willow shade oil. And I know that where they normally grow is extremely dangerous and a bit far,
Oh, that sounds like fun.
which is normally
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, you had to say that out loud.
out by
The last time we were
Cormier.
fine.
Cormier.
Yeah, you weren't lying face down on the
However,
ground.
However,
No, yes, I was. Rolled one death save and failed it.
That's
I
right.
have
So was
heard
I.
word that somebody has taken one of these trees from Cormier and planted it in the Misty Forest.
in the
up,
Misty Forest.
Up close to Daggerford.
I know the Misty Forest.
Now, from what I understand is
Sorry, isn't that the huge forest?
that within the Misty Forest, if you can find the willow shade tree that has been transplanted there, moved, or teleported, I'm not sure how they got it there. But from what I've heard is that one is fruiting all year long. And if you could go and retrieve some of those plants for me, not only would I be able to pay you, but I could also give you a vial or a bottle of the willow shade oil as well.
Willow shade oil. Oh, that's fantastic. What does it do?
What is that?
Oh,
That's
well,
oh my god, that's amazing. What does it do actually?
well, if you're an adventurer, like like you must be if you were sent here, then should you ever find a situation where you are like petrified or turned into stone, then hopefully you have. She looks behind you. Hopefully you wouldn't be alone, and
I'll look behind me.
and one of your companions would be able to rub this oil across your body, and it would bring you from stone back to flesh.
Ooh, that's cool. That could be useful.
Yes.
Very useful.
That would be really cool.
Very cool.
So to get to the Misty Forest, Bray, 50. How long would it take to get there?
Well, it depends on how fast you can get there and what means of transportation. But
Let's assume I have horses.
You'd go north to Daggerford, and then you'd probably want to rest at Daggerford and venture to the east, and you'd hit the forest.
Okay. So how many of these fruits do you need of this tree do you need me to bring back? The whole tree, a branch?
Oh no, we wouldn't want to destroy a tree. No, I would need at least 5, and preferably I could use one of those to try to get the seeds to try to help crossbreed into my tree and put some magical life back into it again. And I could use the other 4 to try to create some of the oils that I need.
Okay.
And I'd be able to give you one of the 4, leaving me only 3.
Okay. That's fine. It's your quest. Whatever you need me to do, I can get it.
Well, if you need something else, I mean, if you prefer like a healing potion, then I'd be more than happy to give you some of those instead. Those are a little easier for me to make than the willow shade oil.
Well, I think I tell you what. So this sounds like. Do you know of any of the dangers of the forest? Of where you know where it might be. Have you heard any rumors about what's
going on? She pulls out
going
from
on?
behind the counter. She goes, "I could give you 2 healing potions now and 2 upon delivery, if that would work better for you."
I think I want the willow shade oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell you
We're
what.
gonna regret either.
I tell you what. Bray, I need to go and check. I can't. This is more than a 1-person job. I need to go check with some companions first. Can I come back a little bit later today and we'll discuss.
Finalize our arrangements.
Exactly.
And she pulls out a bottle that's got her last bottle of willow shade oil. And she's like, "Yes,
It is willow shaded, isn't it?
I'm
Can
running
we
out."
get 1 healing and 1 willow shade?
And she's like, "Yes, this is my last bottle, and I do need this, and obviously I need more."
Right.
I'm sorry, you were saying what?
I was just saying. I need to go check with my companions. Let me just confirm what you're offering. Either 2 healing potions now and 2 later, or a willow shade oil later. And would there be any additional funds that we could use to cover our expenses?
If you prefer not the potions, then I could give you coin instead.
How much coin would you be offering?
I could give you 175 gold.
175 gold. Wow. Okay. Fantastic.
Those healing potions are 50 each.
Yep, I think so. They're at least about 50 each.
Well, sometimes people prefer
Yeah.
cold hard cash.
Right. Bray, thank you so much. Let me go find my companions. We'll talk about it, and I'll be right back to you. By the way, would you happen to have any holy water hanging around, by the way?
Holy water?
Yes, because, again, Will has forgotten to go and check out supplies. The only spell that needs some material is holy water. Or my bless spell. That's out again, so...
Can you bless things?
Can a cleric create holy water?
Very... I don't know. Can you create holy water?
I'll sell you each charge for only the low price of...
Hey, if you want me to bless you...
Well, holy
then I
water is not something that can be created magically.
Okay.
However, if you go to
Right,
the
you're
church...
a magic user. You're a magic user, right? Okay, got it. I'm just
However, if
figuring
you go
things
to
out.
the church, then maybe they can
Go to-
help you out with that.
Okay, got it. So, holy person, understand. And then can I roll to see if it comes back to me? I think Lux might be able to help as well.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight.
Oh, 19?
Yep, you realize, oh shit, I think you know what?
No, 17, sorry.
I saw some like holy symbols on Lux, and he might be able. Maybe not. Maybe I should just go to the church. But maybe he might. Maybe I should ask him. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm not Ejin, by the way. That's from our other campaign. I'm gonna go check out the people or the party, and I'll see if I'm gonna see if Lux can guide me in the right direction.
Okay.
Yes.
So she asks, so are you accepting the quest?
I need to check. I need to check with. I can't do this by myself. I need to see if the rest of my companions can come with me.
So
Once I find out, then I can accept
you
the quest.
come to talk about the quest, but then you are by yourself, and you can't make the decision, so you gotta go back and talk. Oh my gosh. Whatever.
Bray, are you married?
She goes, whatever. Just let me know, otherwise I'll have some other adventurer get it for me.
I'll be right.
And then she turns her attention back to the potions that she was making.
And I'll walk away. I'm like, okay, magic users, got it. Wizards.
All right. So the last time you knew, your companions were at the Annoyed Pearl. So
Yep.
you
So I'm
rushed
gonna
to
go over to the
Annoyed
Annoyed Pearl. Yep.
and you realize they're not there. And you ask the
Okay.
bartender, "Where'd they go?"
What the?
And she goes,
They were
"Oh,
talking about a dragon.
yeah, they were talking about leaving town on a dragon or something like that. I don't know."
Oh, and then do I recall that maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Remember,
okay.
you're never picking up the dragon.
Maybe pick up the dragon, go to the stable. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
you
to
were
the
too
stable.
tired to remember dropping it off.
So you arrive at the stable and you see the dragon like rolled over in the hay, and Rowena giving it some belly rubs, and it's kind of like ah. And then the
Okay.
rest of them are kind of like in awe, kind of looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Right. Okay. Hey guys, and I'll explain the whole story, which you've already heard.
That sounds like fun.
So, stone into flesh.
Stone to flesh.
There's a potion where I'm from that works in reverse.
Yeah, and if you accidentally do that to somebody, then I could reverse it.
What's more to a localized... Never mind.
It's more, not the whole.
It's a localized certain part. Really?
Did you use it last night?
Well, exactly. And then I got it. Okay, got it.
It was so hard. It was like stone, yo.
Wow. I wish I had that problem.
Do you now?
Maybe not.
What was your?
Well, I got the cure. But I don't have the cure yet.
What's your intelligence?
I don't have it. 9.
All right. So you arrive
Mine's
and
not
you
stupid.
have you have the words with Arcturus, and what's everybody else saying?
Well, we survived one trek through a forest. This one's just misty. Say, do
Sounds
you
positively fascinating.
hear anything
Although I
about
think
the
that you
demons?
should go for potions of healing over petrification. I don't know that we'd find things that would turn us to stone right away.
We might.
Seems like everybody would want a healing potion on them.
Well, if I recall correctly, both you and I could heal people.
Yes.
Can we turn
I can help people too, so.
stone back to flesh?
Not yet.
That sounds useful to me, but and then I'll think I need money too. I really need some money.
No, money would be good too.
What threats would we be facing in the forest? Do you know anything
Probably the same thing as before.
Great question.
Then
She
healing
didn't seem
would
to.
be
She didn't
better.
seem to know.
I don't think she
Wolves,
did answer that
random
question.
monsters, brigands, maybe.
Yeah.
Giant rats. I don't know.
You said it was the
Rats
town.
of unusual size, maybe.
It's near. It's near. It's. We have to go through Daggerford. It's. The trees are from Cormier, but it's one of them's been transplanted into the Misty Forest, which is about a day's ride past Daggersford. The
Dave's
entrance to-
right. We don't have horses though.
It's
So.
probably like half a day's walk.
Okay.
To the Misty Forest from Daggerford.
half a day's
It's
walk.
pretty close.
How far is Daggerford?
Well, if you look at your handy
Because we got a plan for you and your vacation request.
Well, so I actually need to understand. I'm still a member of the City Watch, aren't I?
Yeah.
Don't I gotta go get more leave?
Yeah, but if you're
No.
about to
Or
quit,
or, if I,
so-
or did I get permission
You
from
got
the?
sent on a mission.
So you
without
got
covering
you got
you.
the impression that the Knight of the Draconic Sun member basically got you out of jail
Yeah.
and has sent you on a quest, and you are currently working for that individual right now.
Understood.
So best not dawdle, but
Oh shit! Now it's on the other side. I can't see you that far.
What if he broke you out of jail? He goes back and
it's over.
So where's Baldur's Gate?
Isn't it up there somewhere?
It's gonna be somewhere down in the middle. Baldur's
Okay.
Gate. Baldur's Gate's right here. So
Okay.
Baldur's Gate is right here. So if you guys travel north, Daggerford should be right there.
Yep.
And then this should be the Misty Forest.
Okay, got it.
I wonder if we can just go straight from there and not rest. Go cut straight in. I don't know.
Cut over? Sure.
I don't know where the
sounds
tree
fun.
is though. We don't know, right?
Mhm.
It's in the forest.
The forest that's Misty.
Maybe
in
talk to
forest.
some woodland
People
creatures.
town.
Ask about people.
And
People. It
just
might be a
so
guarded secret.
You
Somebody
guys,
stole one of these valuable trees.
just so you guys know, Cormier is over here.
Why don't we talk to beasts? Find out if anybody's put a new plant in or something.
Cormer's way over there, right? Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Rowena. Your mountain, the Sunset Mountains are here, and Cormier is just to the east.
And that's
of
where you came from?
So you've heard of Cormier before because this is where she came from,
Okay.
and she took the river down to Baldur's Gate.
Well, should we stop in Daggerford, I might know some people that could give us a night's rest.
Well, I'm going to avoid my keep. I don't want to get stuck back home.
You're going to avoid what?
My keep.
Oh no, you're not going there.
If you
You're
went to
going
your
north.
keep, would you get forced to stay home or something? Are you like,
No.
Did you run away?
I told him that I was leaving.
Rowena, I was just telling you that Cormier, as he explained, he said Cormier is where they came from. This is normally where they are, which is too dangerous. She looking at him, she's like, "Well, it's too dangerous for you." However, one of these trees got teleported or transferred or moved to the Misty Forest. So she's telling you to go north to Daggerford and then into the Misty Forest
Okay.
that's what we'll do.
instead of Cormier. But you can go to Cormier if you want. There'd be a hell of a lot more tree options in Cormier if you want to do that. Might be a hell of a lot more options of getting killed, but
Everybody brought their secondary characters?
you guys are level 20, right?
Yeah.
Don't say
I just
that.
put a
Yeah,
zero
right.
after
Yeah,
the,
that's it. Yep.
Oh, are you missing a 0? Oh, you guys are just level 2? Oh,
Yeah.
sucks to be you, man.
Well, should we go to Bray to confirm that we are taking this quest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have,
just
we
let
also
her
have
know
to,
that we're on it.
we also got to confirm the terms, right? So she said 175 gold, or 2 healing potions now, 2 later, or one of those potions afterwards.
Willow
Can we
Shade
sell
Oil.
the?
Willow Shade Oil.
Can
Thank
we
you.
sell the potions for money?
I personally think we should go for money and the oil.
So typically, Rowena, when you sell something back to like a shop, like if, for example, like you buy a great sword and you buy it for whatever the price is, you try to sell it back, you usually only get half.
We'll
of the
explain.
cost
We'll
back.
explain that to her.
It'd be probably the similar thing to like any other
Yeah,
materials.
we have to find someone who needed it.
So like
and
if
then
you
sell
were
it
to
them,
buy
so they
a
pay list.
healing potion
Make
for
someone
50
need
gold,
it and then sell it to them.
if you tried selling
Now
it to a
that
shop, they would probably only give you
is
20.
the art of the deal.
Exactly.
So what are you doing?
Seeing how close we scraped to death last time,
Mm-hmm.
healing potions sounds like the way to go. Though I do fear we encounter
So are you guys
some
going
monster
back
that
to the
can
magic
turn
shop
us
then?
into stone.
Yeah, we have to go back to the magic shop. I would say though, so my healing touch is now like 10 hit points. You guys going up to the second level is actually good with our healing. But we're still super vulnerable to like if there's like greater restoration or things like that we need to do. I don't think we have that yet, right?
No, none of us have that.
Which I think is that
Dude, you're only level 2, bro.
yeah, the Willow Shade oil would be helpful if that ever happens.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, before we get into another fight, I should probably share with you. If I go down to 0 hit points, but my dragon's still alive, I can't really die. So
You
there's
can't
that.
really die.
So no.
You're that connected.
Yes.
You're like. Are you,
So we don't
are you
have to
like a
worry.
god?
We don't have to worry about healing you right away. Is what you're
Instantly.
telling us.
Wow.
Not that I'm not objecting to being healed. It's just so you know.
Don't
Is it
tell
written in
us.
reverse as well?
Yes. So both of us have to be killed all the way.
That's pretty
Good to
cool.
know.
I'll just be laying there lifeless.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
so
lying there doing nothing.
So I think that hey, why don't we go for this the Willow Shade oil and some money? What do you think?
So as you guys are walking, you guys are having
Talking,
this
yeah.
conversation.
Would we get both and?
All right, we haven't discussed that, so we can always try to negotiate.
If we deliver more fruit, would we get more rewards?
She said she wanted 5, right? So 1 for us, 1 for something else, and then
One that she's going to use to
for the
revitalize
for
her
the tree.
tree.
Yep.
The other 4 to put into potions, which she would give you one of those 4, leaving her only 3.
Okay. So okay, got it. So let's ask her 2 things. 1, if we can bring some more, maybe she can make some more for us. And then 2, let's get some gold or cash as well.
Or maybe half a potion, half amount. I don't know if it's one use or is it several applications. I don't know.
I have this.
You put
weird
the oil
feeling.
on the top half of the body, it comes
Yeah.
back to life. The body,
Yeah, I can't move.
I don't know. Some things are several uses. You know.
It's like Disney's Onward.
It's,
That's true. You can ask her.
Okay, so
No,
let's go in, and are we cool with that plan? So I'll try and be the face and talk, and I've
There's
talked to
magic
her.
shop.
Hi, hey Bray, see I'm back.
I see nobody. Are you invisible? You've been drinking a
I had
potion.
the
Alright.
Richie
I've
thing.
got potions of invisibility. Would you like to buy some more?
Is your dragon
Is
in
there
the
a
shop?
Where did my,
No,
This,
it's
like
not.
this tree's completely inside.
It's a high.
Is
it's
mine
a
over there
taller-
too? Can you put mine there too? Lucy?
Nope, we
Oh,
can't put
is
you
this-
there.
what is
Here's
this?
my dragon.
That's me.
No, your dragon is still in the.
Excited to be around.
You can't bring a dragon.
The dragon
in
is
the city.
pink.
Your dragon can't be in the city.
Oh, you can. No, you can totally try it if you want. Do you want to bring the dragon in? See what happens.
No,
To a magic shop? They're gonna
So
want all of its scales.
Will knows this as a city guard. No, Rowena. No, you know that. Sorry, no dragons in the city. You know that, okay?
Oh,
More
it's inside the
concerned.
city. Gotcha.
Yeah, the,
For your
the
dragon's
magic shop
well-being.
is inside the city. Yes.
Yes, for the 3rd time.
I thought we were out in the countryside.
You were.
No.
You were in the outer city, playing with the dragon. And
Then I
Will
met
said,
you
"You
there,
gotta
and then we
go
said let's go
inside
back
to-"
inside the city.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, hey, let's. So I brought my companions. We're ready to go on the
Done
quest.
that the first time, right? Talk about efficiency. Oh my goodness.
It's exhausting.
I'm gonna sort of hold my tongue. That's fine. And I'm learning a little bit more about magic uses now.
So, so are you going to get my willow shade fruits or not?
Yes,
Definitely.
I will. But let's just confirm some terms and conditions.
Yes.
Now, if we are able to bring you more willow shade fruit,
No. You would hurt the tree. You don't ever take more than 5 fruits from a tree at a time.
okay, thank you. Got it. Thank you. Understood. Now, you talked about gold or the willow shade fruit, a willow shade potion.
Yes,
Um,
yes. I can give you 150 gold or a willow shade
It
potion.
was 175.
It was 175.
175. Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
How about intimidation? Oh no. 2 plus 5.
Oh, no.
5.
It's like, no, I thought I clearly said 150, right?
Of course.
And you think, yeah, maybe it was.
That would be. So that's
I have a
pretty-
question about the willow shade potion. Is it multiple use for multiple people, or is it a one-use, one-person thing?
Oh, no.
I have no clue.
Yeah, one vial is going to be enough to coat one standard, like medium-sized humanoid, or even like a halfling. So, I guess if you had 2 gnomes, maybe you could try to split it in half. But typically, it's 1 vial per
Okay.
usage.
I just thought I'd ask.
Oh,
And if I was going to buy a vial like this, how much would it cost at your shop or other places?
Oh, the willow shade oil.
Yes.
Yeah, shit. let me check my roster here real quick.
Let me check my list price.
Let me just
I'm gonna go check the Go check the stock in our online pricing.
That is gonna be kind of depends. Like obviously right now I've only got 1, but if I had stock, it's typically like around 30 gold. But right now I'd probably be charging 50 if somebody wanted my last one. You know?
Understood.
But
Fantastic.
30 is usually the neighborhood.
Okay. Okay, so Bray, we're ready to go, but this is what we're looking for. Number 1, we would like to take one of those when we get back.
Oh, so you're gonna go with the willow shade oil.
But we also need some gold pieces. You mentioned 150 before.
I couldn't be giving you both 150 gold and the willow shade oil.
You're right.
We're not supposed to come back and
That's fine.
buy it.
Of course not. But we think 125 plus a willow shade oil would be excellent.
I could give you maybe because the willow shade is so precious to me right now because I've got such a low stock.
Otherwise, take the 4.
It's
I'll tell you
okay.
what.
Bray, it's okay. We don't need it. We don't need that now. We need that later.
We'll do 100 gold and a willow shade. So that's as rich as I could go.
I'm gonna try to negotiate. Can I?
Sure. You're gonna try to what? Persuade.
Persuade.
Okay. She's tough, so it's gonna be a high DC.
That's 14. So.
That's not enough.
How much is
No, no. I
healing
give you my
potion?
the most that I'm going to.
100%?
Honestly, 100 is already more than I should be paying, but I'm just trying to be generous because I really need the fruits.
How dangerous exactly is it to go to this forest? And I mean, how desperate
And
are
then-
you for the fruits?
I
point,
haven't,
good
I
point.
haven't been to the forest, and of course that's why we're trying to hire you to go because
Okay.
you guys are the strong adventurers. Am I right? Or are you not?
That is
Ah!
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that. Misty Forest is going to be more than just the forest, of course, because the willow shade trees, they really grow and they thrive in the swamps. So within the Misty Forest, there will be a swamp, and that's where you would be wanting to find the willow tree. So whatever hides in swamps, whatever hides in forests, probably be stuff you'd be ready to fight. And there's been rumors, don't know if it's true, but I've heard there was a little baby dragon that was trying to take claim of the willow tree and try to guard it as it was its own. So you might be running into a pissed off dragon.
That would be quite dangerous.
Yeah, it might be.
I think that would warrant having a potion to ensure safety as well as a monetary reward. No. Hold on.
Methinks that would be a good idea.
13.
13.
That was not highly high.
You mean one of my healing potions? Is that what you're talking about?
No, and also real fast out of game.
What were you talking about?
The amount that she said that goes for normally is much less than the coin. We
No,
could
we-
literally just
yeah,
take
we know.
the full. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just like we're getting. Seems like we're
We're
getting.
getting
Just take the cash and then come back and buy them.
Yes, that's.
But before we continue, Bray, you said there was a baby dragon. What do you know? What kind of baby dragon?
Oh, the rumors.
The rumors. Tell us the rumors.
Rumors are that it's one that's trying to pretend like it's an alpha dragon, just pissed off and attacking anybody that gets near. But that's what you guys are here for, right?
Indeed.
I've heard, I don't know, swamps are usually probably green, maybe? Forests?
I'm worried about the baby dragon. Maybe it got lost.
He seems pretty territorial from what I've heard. Seems like he's
Why don't
really
you talk to your
trying to
dragon
guard the
when we get
dragon.
out and find out.
He's trying to pretend like he's a dragon that has won one of the battles of claim, but his claim is that fucking tree.
That someone else moved.
I don't think he moved it, but it's his now, he thinks.
So right now, guys, we've been offered 100 gold pieces and a potion, right?
Alright.
And so
Best offer we're gonna get.
so let's just say hey, I know that you need your potion, but we're concerned that potion might be important for us in this adventure. Can we have the potion and some of the money in advance, please?
Sniff it.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage at this point. Because you guys have been haggling with her for a while. She's really getting frustrated with you.
13.
I already said it's
13 with disadvantage.
13. She goes, if you need gold now, I can give you 30 of the gold now.
Fine, that's fine.
Okay?
So 30 gold now, 70 gold mission, 70 additional mission completion, and we can have this. We can take the potion with us.
Yes.
excellent. That'll cover
Excellent,
us
excellent
to-
deal, Bray.
She pulls out
Excited.
coins and she puts out 30 gold.
Fantastic.
So who's gonna be tracking the 30?
Party loot.
Should everyone put it in their own pouch in case?
Yes. That's probably good.
Everybody, I got 30. I got 30. I got 30.
No,
No.
There's 30 total.
6 or 5 each. 1, 2.
We can add six each,
Six
okay?
each.
Yeah, that's fine. We're all tracking weight too, right, DM?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
And would you say like what is it? How many coins is a pound? 100? No,
50.
10.
No, 50. I think it's 50 coins a pound.
So 50 coins equals 1 pound.
Yep.
Okay.
Gosh, I wish I had a pound of coin.
All right. Well, are you gonna go get my fruits, or are you gonna stay in here? I mean, if you're shopping, that's fine.
I was thinking we're just writing down or putting in the right.
Fuck out of my shop.
Can I get a potion
Thank you, Bree.
now? Is that right?
So we get the potion now, and this is a
Hopefully
potion
we
of
return within a day, within travel time around trip.
depetrification or whatever. Depetrification potion.
Okay, so how are you guys going to travel towards the Misty Forest or Daggerford or wherever the hell it is you
Walk
guys
to
wanna go?
Daggerford and then walk to the forest afterwards and try not to get killed by the dragon.
Do we know if there's is there a shuttle or an Uber?
You could buy horses.
How much is it for?
No, it's 50 rupees.
Absolutely not.
You could.
A cart and a pony?
You know that there are merchants that travel up and down the coast. There are merchants that'll be taking that trail north from Baldur's Gate up.
Maybe we could hire on as security.
You could try to see if you can get hired on as security, or you could try to pay for passage to sit on the wagons for the trip.
I say, I'm still trying to be protective here, so I'd like to hire on to if there's something going to Daggerford, let's go and be protection if possible.
Okay.
Why not make money since we have to walk anyways?
So you guys will
That's what I
need
meant.
to go to the north gate of the outer city of Baldur's Gate. Belladonna is at the south gate,
Okay.
Oh,
as you can't walk through town.
I'll go around town.
So you're gonna go to the south gate and then walk around. Okay. So you guys get to the north gate on
Yeah,
the
you should talk to your dragon
in the
about,
outer city,
this
and
rogue dragon and see what he might know.
and you guys make it to where the wagons are being purchased and sold, because as you guys know, merchants are not allowed to take their wagons or their beasts of burden through the town, so they literally, if they're coming from the north-south, have to sell their wagons and have to sell their horses
And porters carry
and
this
pay
stuff.
for porters to carry it down, and then they have to buy new wagons and new horses at the bottom, and same thing vice versa. So there's clearly a chain of stuff
Thriving
happening.
trade.
And as merchants are also heading north and getting these new wagons and these new horses and all their shit loaded, they are also hiring individuals to be guards and escorts because the roads are always dangerous to protect them.
Yes, I want to hire on as an escort.
As an escort.
Yep.
Do you want to
Wasn't the first descriptor you gave for your character pretty?
Do you want to put a disguise self on first?
Well, yeah.
You have a disguise kit to make yourself look pretty, a makeup kit?
I do.
A makeup kit? So
No, I
does
just got the makeup.
are you guys trying to get hired on as a group or individually?
As a
or-
group, we'll try to get hired on as a group first. If we don't succeed, we'll try to go. Well, we'll see how things are going, and if we
Let's see who needs some people.
So as a team of 5. Okay, so you guys will go to the building of where all of the security is. They all go through one basically point of contact. All security gets hired and routed out through this one individual. It was very familiar from Rise of Tiamat and Court of the Dragon Queen. This is how they did it as well. And as you go in, and the guy's trying to interview you, he's asking you guys questions like, "What's your experience? What have you done?" And he realizes pretty clearly that you guys are not the highest and most experienced level of adventurers, and also trying to be a package of 5 is a bit of a challenge as well too. So what I would like to do is let's have all 5 of you roll a d20 and tell me who gets the highest.
19.
19 as well.
Okay, who's the higher dex?
Wait, no, there's 2 19s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the 2 19s, roll again.
14.
1.
14. Okay, so Arcturus, you got the highest. So Arcturus, I want you to roll me a percentage dice.
52.
52.
Middle of the road.
So, unfortunately, you guys, if you guys want to try to get hired on today, you guys will not be hired. You guys do not get hired today. You can stay and try to wait again tomorrow to see if there's new merchants going tomorrow, or you can just try to purchase passage to sit on wagons, or you can just go on your own.
How much does passage cost to sit?
Are you going to try to approach one of the merchants and ask?
Yeah, let's ask. Just, do you have any space available?
So the best you would get is the wagons are loaded. There is no like empty carriages for you guys to get into. However, I did build a carriage.
I was going to say, I know you've got
I
one.
crafted one of them motherfuckers. So basically, you could sit on top of the tarped crates and get your asses bumped as you go for these quite a few miles up to Daggerford. And he was going to charge for that mileage. You guys are going all the way to Daggerford. No accommodations. He said he's not going to feed you or protect you. It's just the opportunity to sit on the wagon is all he's going to offer. And he will charge for that trip 5 gold per person.
Let's walk, screw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too complicated.
Too complicated?
Too expensive.
Sitting down is too complicated.
Too expensive, plus we gotta defend ourselves anyways.
Give me an insight check, everyone.
$18.
6.
Dice down.
Yeah, no. 6.
18? Okay. 18. I was going to say Illidor. Lux, you realize as well, we'd have to protect ourselves, and you're going, well, actually, wagons, not just one wagon's going to go by itself. They typically go in like wagon trains, and if every wagon has their own protectors, they're typically safe because all of the protectors are protecting the group. So it's kind of like a group mentality protection. So if you guys are on the wagons, you guys probably be protected by the security that's there anyways. They're not going to directly go like take an arrow for you and jump in front of one. But should there be an attack, you feel pretty confident that all of the guards that were amongst all of the wagons would be definitely jumping in to defend. So yes, you feel much more protected even if you're just riding on a wagon. 100%.
It'll wipe out most of what you paid us.
Lux, I think we haven't been told how long this we need to get this back to Bray.
Sooner is better.
Sooner may be better. We could try one more day, see if we can get hired on one more day later. And if not, we
And then flip the coin then?
then flip the coin and go. Do you
Alright.
want to try that, or do you want to just go?
So Rowena, when you left the stables with Belladonna, you were only there 2 days, counting today as well, because it was obviously you left her there for more than half the day. You'll still get 3 of your silver back for the 3rd day.
Oh, cool.
So you guys want to stay for the night again and pay for room and food again? What are we doing?
Where do you want us to go?
Thought you wanted to try tomorrow.
It's already kind of late, later in the day. I mean, you don't only
I
get.
don't pay. So how much do we pay for?
You'd only get so far before you would have to camp tonight, anyways.
Right.
You look pretty tired. I think so am I.
You know,
We should-
I am
let's
too.
try for tomorrow.
You know what? Yeah, it's been a long day. Yeah. I'm fine to hit the hay in the barracks.
I'll find a place for my dragon on this side of the town. Not go back to the original place.
Okay. Word has already gotten over of the dragon that was around, so they charge you the same price. It's going to be 9 gold
Okay.
9 silver. 9 silver to drop her off.
Okay.
He's already trying to gouge us.
Inflation, man. Come on. Hey, it's the north side.
Anti-draconic.
Of Milwaukee or Chicago.
And then everybody else will be a silver to stay at the Annoyed Pearl if you guys want to stay there again, except for Damien, who is going to have to be playing more. Since you've skipped about half of the day, they're going to charge you 3 copper for the night because you didn't work the full day.
Okay.
So mark off 3 coppers.
Seems fair.
Fair enough.
Okay, and you go to the barracks. Anything else tonight? Everybody? Nope.
Is anyone else staying at the Annoyed Pearl?
Yeah.
The 3 of them, except everybody except for well.
Do any of you spend time down eating at dinner, anything like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Small talk.
Maybe so, but also, yeah, more small talk now.
Magic shop was on the south side.
It was in the lower city. As you guys enter the Annoyed Pearl, you notice somebody different in the tavern this time. You notice somebody that you guys haven't seen before. This individual is sitting at one of the tables, and that is what he looks like. And he is eating, and there is somebody also sitting at the table near him, and she looks like that. Now, what is interesting
Blue hair.
is that in front of her is just a giant platter of meat. He has a bowl of like stew, and she's got not a plate. She's got a platter of looks like probably a full pig, like chopped up and sectioned out. But like, and she is barehanded, just
Can anyone detect
just
illusion?
eating it as you guys walk in. What'd you say?
Can anyone detect illusion? I'm wondering if they figured out how to like smuggle a
The
dragon.
dragon, that's what
So this is what you, these are the people you see.
I can
Damien's
detect
immediately-
magic now, but I'm at my barracks.
Damien's immediately just gonna kind of wide eyes go, newcomers, and go right up to them. Yeah, he's just gonna look at both of them and go, welcome to the Annoyed Pearl. You two look.
We've been here. Well, welcome to you to the Annoyed Pearl. He's got his foot up on one of the other chairs.
Well, glad to see you're enjoying yourself. May I sit? You look quite interesting. And
Do you try to have him move his
conversation
feet?
seems dull.
There is a fourth chair that is empty.
No, that's what I meant. I'm to
Okay,
take
yeah.
anything empty.
He's like, sure, have a seat.
So,
I want to come with.
he kind of looks the girl up and down, looks at the platter, and just goes, meat lovers. Huh?
And he
Little bit of a grin
Someone
there.
wants
But.
a Arby's.
and he answers. He's like, she's hungry. She's always hungry.
Is she now?
And then-
I'm gonna roll. What should I roll to try to figure out what is going on
So,
here?
so as you're sitting down and you guys have done this, Sarah approaches, and she's like, "Oh, will you be trying to eat before you entertain us for the evening?"
No, simply provide these lovely people with some entertainment of my conversation.
Oh, okay. Well, as you can see, the meats are all taken for, so all we've got left is the stew for tonight. So unfortunately, the pork special is has been ran out for the night, as you see her.
I see. Sure, I'll have a stew.
Okay. And she goes and she gets a stew, and you see the guy. He spoons out some of his stew, and you're hey, you know, yesterday's beef, but it tastes good today. There's little cubes of yesterday's leftover beef that are in the stew. Is what they used.
Nice.
So she's sitting down.
I'm joining. I want to sit down.
So you're gonna have to pull a chair.
Yeah,
and-
pulling a chair,
okay.
ordering stew.
Oh my
And just-
goodness!
and just-
There's everybody's coming over. Okay, and he
Quite
puts
an interesting sight.
he puts his feet down on the floor, and he reaches over and he dusts the dust off of the seat, and he pulls it out for you to sit down, and he stands up. He's like, "Hello, please."
What could build up such an appetite? I'm curious. And he's looking at the girl, seeing if she'll respond.
So the girl, she's kind of like looks up at you, and she's like,
Indeed.
and she just keeps eating.
Quite the talker. How do you ever get over the incessant chatter? He looks back at the guy.
And he tells you, no, not that one. Where's my notes? He tells you, oh well, she doesn't speak, but we're able to communicate. We've kind of got this bond, this connection. We've been together long enough, so, but she understands.
I'm connecting the dots. What should I roll to see if Damien is?
Yeah, exactly.
She should have
That would
advantage.
be an insight.
Okay.
Can I have it? Can I have a roll too?
Yeah, you can. You probably should ask for advantage.
14.
14.
She wants advantage.
14. Let me double check something. Hold on one second. 14.
Oh,
grab your
actually,
advantage
real
from
quick
Jonathan since
question.
she's just sitting on it.
How exactly,
Yep.
I might just be a little dumb, how exactly does Jack of all trades bardic ability
Master of none?
work? Master of none. But it means, it says I add half my initiative, or not initiative, proficiency to any ability check that I don't have a pre-existing proficiency bonus for, and I don't know if that means I just pick another one to add that to, and that's the only time I can use it, or literally any I can choose
It says,
to use half.
I would have to read it. If it says, if it's all of them or if you have to pick, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
If it doesn't
The-
specify, if it doesn't
way
specify, it
it's
sounds like it
worded.
might be all of them then.
Okay, then that is a 14. Not much of a difference,
Okay,
but
so 14. Right, I'm trying to find where am I here? Uh, 14. You're trying to decide if this is a dragon that is looking like a girl. Is that what you're trying to say? Trying to figure out?
if he knows, if Damien knows that,
Damien.
or has an idea.
Damien is trying to, but when you look at her, you can actually, you can see the camp or the fireplace light and the candle light flickering off her skin. She's there. I mean, she's flesh. She is elf. And you're like, hell, that definitely doesn't look like an illusion. So from what you're figuring out, is like, no, she's an elf, but she's just chowing down on some right.
Probably
Built
more
over.
than what she is.
Shape change.
And you want to do an instant. You don't know that yet. You
Don't I
want to do?
don't I have an advantage
You-
though? I must have seen this.
No,
No?
you can roll regular. Roll an insight.
6.
A 6.
But I feel like I would be suspicious.
So you are also kind of like, oh.
Especially with what he said, the bond.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you're like, no, you same kind of thing. It's like, no, she's flesh. That's not an illusion. That's an elf.
Maybe I'll comment, that it's really expensive. Like I have a dragon parked outside of town, and it's more expensive to house the dragon than it is to house me.
And you look, and you see the same visual. He looks straight at you. He's like, you have a dragon? What do you mean you have a dragon?
Yeah, my friend, my closest friend, and they're not allowed in cities. It's terrible.
Your life partner, your bond, or whatever they
Yeah.
call them. For
We grew up together.
How long have you been with this dragon? How long have you been with this dragon?
Forever. Since I...
You look quite young, no offense, but how long is forever?
Okay, how old am I?
Look at your
22.
character sheet.
22.
22 rotations around the sun. 22 long seasons.
Sun's around the around thing.
And no, you didn't get her when you were born, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you trying to...
I'm trying to open up a little bit to him, to encourage him to open up a little bit to us.
He looks at you and he's like, very interesting. And he is going to...
Roll something. Make a save.
And he is going to...
Oh no.
Roll for initiative.
No, first make the save.
Fuck, nope. He's like, interesting. Well, so it looks like we're all going to be having stew, thanks to my friend here, though, but the stew's not bad tonight.
It's delicious. So how long have you been here? We've been here a
Are you
couple
a
of nights
frequent
now.
Are you a frequent visitor?
Well, we just got here tonight, so... no, we're just passing through town, actually.
Where might you be heading? We're heading up to... What forest is it?
Misty Forest.
Daggerford.
Daggerford, yep.
Oh. We'll take ship that way.
Local interests, doing some business, recruiting, getting stuff. So.
You guys adventurers as well?
Call it that.
Interesting.
And what adventures may have brought you here?
Oh. We've been on many adventures, haven't we? She goes...
Do tell, I love a good story.
Well, no offense, but we've just met as well, so I don't know. Why don't you guys go ahead and maybe tell me some about your adventures and your stories?
Gladly. Yeah. He might launch into a quite dramatized retelling of the kobold battle.
Give me a performance.
So, not too long ago, was it just 2 days? Or was it just yesterday?
If you want, you can do a performance roll if you want.
Sure, absolutely.
You can be beset
Or
by
you can perform.
cold.
You can perform too.
Get an absolute performance out of it. Oh, yes. This is going to be fun.
400.
25.
Whoa!
I keep getting my bard rolls
Nice.
the best. I'm so happy. Don't even care if the combat rolls screw me over anymore.
So as you
Shouldn't say
start
that. I
to
shouldn't
talk
say that out
about it, and you go to recant your only adventure.
loud. Yeah.
Make it look good.
Oh yeah,
You're
and
making
he
us look good.
Davey
dramatizes everything without outright lying about anything. So
totally overemphasizes. leaves the bad
makes it
stuff
sound
out.
like you were on the verge of death.
Foes being swarmed,
Yep.
fellow adventurers
Every
being
time
knocked
we
down.
killed one, 2 more came to take its
It
place.
wasn't just like a little kobold, they're like a big, massive.
Yeah.
Damien gets,
Yeah.
Damien's getting up and he's being animated about it as
Oh,
well too. And he's
absolutely.
like, oh, and then they're like arrow shots were like, sure, and they're like the explosions and the this, and she's like, oh, animated with the hands and the voice and the whispers and the raindrops that were coming down.
And he finishes with the gorgeous, gorgeous sunset that reminded them that there was a new day and that they had made it through.
And as you wrap up your beautiful story, he sits there and he's like, wow, that was a story. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You make those kobolds sound like they were, I don't know, Tiamats or something. Wow, that was awesome.
Tiamat would be a whole nother level of story. That would be an epic. I could spend 3 days telling that non-stop. No one would want me to stop.
That's fantastic. Yeah, well, lucky that
Hear
there
that
was,
story again.
that you guys were working together and were able to handle that.
I love that story.
Anyway,
Ash's Adders.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. So, Will, if you wanted to stop and eat, you weren't planning on spending the night here, but you can be here at the dinner table too if you want.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
But,
So,
oh, so sorry.
go ahead.
Are we going to have another opportunity? And did he sit with us?
I'm assuming that everybody, with everybody coming, you had to push another table as well. So,
Nice.
like all of you guys are like just crowding onto this strange couple that were just sitting in there eating.
We're like,
Hi.
Hi.
Are these seats taken?
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm dealing with it.
But,
Hi, welcome to town, stranger. Can we sit here?
well, maybe through this story, you might feel as though you know us a bit better. Could you share a story of your own? Doesn't have to be anything grand, and of course, we wouldn't know if you lied your ass off, so.
Well, let me just say
Or
this.
would we?
He looks over at her. Oh, there she is. She's eating,
Does she nod or give an acknowledgement or?
and she looks up at him as well. And he looks at her. And goes, "She's earned that appetite.
See.
Don't ever underestimate an angry elf." And he gives you a little bit of a smirk.
He's smiling back, and he's also just like, what is going on here? He's trying to figure out. You can see
When he
trying.
says angry elf, he kind of leans into. He's like, "Don't ever underestimate an angry elf." And he gives you a wink.
Damien smiles right back at him and goes, I wouldn't, as one myself, not quite angry, but wouldn't want to see if I did.
Will thinks of his mother because she's an elf.
And he's like, oh,
Oh, I
God,
remember.
don't I know
I
it?
remember the days.
Damien, what weapons do you have?
Crossbow.
As he
And a dagger, but it's in my bag, so.
looks at the crossbow and goes, like, "Well, if you use that crossbow as well as you use your words, everyone should look out."
He's grinning as well and just goes, why, thank you.
All right, well, nice meeting everybody. I mean, what were you guys doing today? Were you guys out adventuring today, or was that adventure today? Did that happen earlier?
That was yesterday.
Oh,
We've had a little
literally yesterday?
Indeed.
Get out of here!
It's a fresh story. How else would I have all the details?
Wow. Well, hopefully you don't lose the details because that was an amazing story.
I hope not. Telling it once will cement it in my mind. So thank you for being my audience tonight. How would I survive without one?
Well, I appreciate you guys all joining us for dinner. Let me get supper for everyone. And he'll pick up the tab for everybody's stew.
Yay!
And part of it is like, I feel, a little bad that, we took all of this dinner special tonight, so let me at least buy the stew for you guys.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Quite kind.
And then as you guys continue small chat and chatter throughout the rest of the meal, you see him stand up. He's like, well, I guess it would be time for us to be going now. And he looks at her, and she's sitting there all content. The plate is just empty. And he's all...
She ate the bones too.
No.
Okay.
It was all cleaned off and
Okay.
presented.
Did we get their names?
And
We did not.
we never asked. And you see him stand up, and he's like, may I have a word with you outside?
Yeah, sure.
And as he starts to walk, then...
And before you go, may we get your names? I'm Damien. And he extends a hand.
and he will reach over and he will grasp your hand and shake it. And he goes, Anlo.
How do you spell that?
N-L-O?
Yep, A-N-L-O-W. Anlo.
And the lovely lady with
Her name
earned
is
appetite.
Her name is Cerulean.
Ooh.
C-E-R-U-L-E-A-N.
Nice.
And she is Cerulean. What?
Nothing.
Lux.
Just that that's...
Just what? That's a bad name?
No. It's
Oh.
just that she said blue dragon. It's just...
Metagame.
Oh,
It's not
you
just
said blue
metagame.
dragon?
I didn't. Blue hair, but
Oh, blue hair.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I didn't. I was having cerulean.
Yes,
It's a
cerulean.
shade of
Cerulean is
blue.
the
They
color.
just
Yeah.
named her blue.
Yes.
How else can you?
See,
Well,
not everybody knows that.
Okay, that's fair.
Only art majors and liberal art majors know that.
Maybe the
Neither, but
maybe the DM did
Read way
some
too much.
research on this. Why he was going to be
Hey.
named Cerulean.
That's so that you could remember
Blue.
what the name was or what.
Some of
Greg,
the,
what's the name of this tavern again?
the Annoyed
Annoyed
Pearl.
Pearl.
Annoyed Pearl.
Some of the details the Dungeon Master does for you guys. All right.
indeed.
So Rowena, do you follow both of them outside?
absolutely.
And as you guys
Farewell.
step
Hope to see you
outside,
again.
he steps out into the street, and he whispers to you, He doesn't get all up in your face, but at a more of a hushed tone, he's all, take care of your dragon. And your dragon will take care of you. Continue the path, and everything will be all right. And as he turns and he looks down the streets, when there's nobody seems to be looking, you see him, he looks back at you and he goes, take a step back. And then you see him throw his hands out to the side, and as soon as his hands go out to the side, you see these wings just apparition from his shoulder blades, and you see her, and she transforms into a dragon, and they both fly off into the night.
I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
And this is what she looks like
Oh.
when she transforms.
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
And yes, Cerulean is blue.
Yeah, we know that.
I didn't know that. I had to look that shit up. So yes, Barbara, as your dragon rider at 5th level, you have your dragon has the ability to transform into a humanoid, but they only get one humanoid that they can transform into. And as you're the outrider, you have an opportunity to be able to have your own wings as well. So basically, you just saw a version of what you could be, as they disappeared into the dark sky. And
That is so cool.
that was them. All right, how was dinner?
Very good. Does she come back in?
Excellent.
Did
It's
you,
even
did
better
she,
when
did
someone
she,
pays
do you
for
tell
it.
us?
I'm like,
Oh yeah. it was
yeah, I have no, what's it called? Deception?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
You have no poker
I'm like,
face?
that was so cool.
What happened?
They turned into dragons.
Both of them.
Well, there was one real dragon and the other one, you know.
You know what? No, they don't know what.
No, we don't.
You know.
That's why
No.
we ask you so many questions about this. 'Cause we don't
Details.
know.
How else could I
Why?
craft a story?
I did not know that he could fly. He was human, but he just had wings.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool?
So they're bonded like you.
But I didn't know I could do that. I guess that'll come in the future at some point.
I guess so.
asked you to read the material.
I do.
She doesn't.
I do
Rowena
know.
Oh,
doesn't.
okay. Okay. Oh, you did
doesn't.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Barbara.
She's role playing instead of metagaming.
Oh,
Give her some credit.
And you know what I'm gonna do, because you did earlier. I forgot. I was gonna do it and I forgot because I got too excited. I'm gonna give you inspiration because you were playing both you and your dragon. So get an oh wait, you know what? Inspiration
points.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Does
Inspiration point for you.
Does anybody have one from last time that I didn't physically give you one?
Oh, didn't. No.
I have one right here.
Did I give you a coin?
No.
Did you have one or no? No? Okay. Well, you know what? As you did homework and you showed up with your penthouse form already written out, I'm going to give you an inspiration point for that one.
Yes. Thank you.
Because that you obviously planned on having that speech ready, so that was
It was
good.
well
That was
packaged.
impressive. Well packaged.
It was-
No, not the whole campaign.
Wow.
Nice.
There's that thread. We're going to keep pulling on.
Yep. Keep pulling it.
Dusty, would you like to take a couple minute break,
Sure.
an intermission here?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a
Okay.
few minutes. Go ahead and we'll pause the mute.
We'll pause it.
Instead of
and,
making you guys
come
watch
right
dinner.
back.